I am convinced that with a little bit of planning and a little bit of strategy, there really is more money to be saved in every budget. Hey, I'm Jan. Welcome to another episode of No Frills Tuesday. Yeah, can't believe it's already Tuesday. Here we go. How you doing today? Listen, I want to jump right into it. Just a little bit of strategy and a little bit of planning ahead, we can really, really save money and not have to break the bank unless we really, really want to, just for the fun of it. Okay. All right, I'm laughing because I recently did a video about breaking the bank, and that'll be coming up. All right, listen, there are ways and there are ways. I like to plan things ahead of time, okay? And that includes not just, during a holiday season, not just for when I'm getting company, but for myself, for example, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's the way it was kind of like raised to. I like things streamlined. I like things running as smoothly as possible. This is why I love certain days of the week where my schedule is a little more spread out. And what I could do at that point is plan ahead. For example, especially with meal ideas, with food ideas. Now, I believe that we overcomplicate foods. I really do. We think that breakfast needs to be elaborate. Very not true. Especially people think that dinner and lunch have to be very elaborate. Notice how like we bump it up. We start off with the basic breakfast. Some people like that elaborate too. And then lunch, a little more elaborate. Then by the time dinner comes, this huge elaborate thing. And the weird part is that at dinner time, most of us start feeling a little tired because like we're starting to crash down after working all day, and not that the work ends, but like the employment part of the day, might be winding down, if you will, or the school part of the day. And that is the time we tend to make that phone call or jump in the car and go out for that, extra food outside. We don't have to do that. All we have to do is come up with creative ideas. It is absolutely, give yourself permission. The other day, I tell you, some of the greatest ideas absolutely come from my viewers. I'm not even kidding you. Margaret, if you're listening, when you mentioned that you make like a meat pie with meat and vegetables and you slice it up, freeze it, and save it for the future, I was really struck by that idea. That's your way, in a way, of like doing like a pot pie, so to speak. So she makes a regular pie, a meat pie with her vegetables included, and then she cuts it up into slices and freezes it. This is a complete meal. Let's think about this: meat, vegetables, a little bit of a starch. But the only difference is Margaret doesn't have to pick up the phone and call someone to have it delivered and spend on a tip. Very excellent idea. There's an idea right there. Or if you don't want to do that, it is perfectly okay to eat a sandwich. Sandwiches, especially when it's like hot, it's sticky. The last thing that I really want to do is cook. But I also refuse to spend that extra money. I don't mean to sound cheap, but I have savings goals just like a lot of other people. So I am kind of like deliberate about it. So I asked myself, well, would you rather do this versus that, and or spend that extra tip, and maybe even just wait around for the delivery? Deliveries aren't always coming in a timely manner. So instead, I'll look at what I have. I really try to plan this ahead. That's why when you get your list together for your groceries, think about your components that you can make future meals with. Don't get me wrong, the single serving meals are quite convenient, and sometimes you could get a good sale on them and definitely get a few to have for when, whatever. But honestly, the best route to go is to have the ingredients, okay? Have the ingredients ready and waiting for you. So there you go. Well, thank you for coming back for another episode of No Frills. Let me know in the comments section below. What do you do to simplify a meal? Name a simple meal that not only is simple, delicious, and does not break the bank, and will help you avoid lifting up that phone for that tip filled delivery. And by the way, having food delivered to you like that is just as if you're eating out. So sometimes people think, well, I don't eat out, I have my food delivered. It's the same thing, spending extra that maybe could be going to that emergency fund or paying down a debt. Have a great day.